welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Becky.
And today we're talking about Solo by Kwame Alexander and Mary Rand Hess. There's the cover.
Which is the first book we're both reviewing that we got at Book Expo, even though I already had it from NetGalley.
Truth.
So
yay, first BEA review.
And Kwame Alexander was there, and we got it signed.
Yeah, by both authors.
By both.
That was exciting. Okay, so this book is about Blade, who is part of this kind of rock star family. His father is like he calls him a guitar hero.
Yeah.
So he's a guitar hero, and his sister's...
Kind of like Jimi Hendrix, I would say.
Yeah, like Jimi Hendrix, Lenny Kravitz, kind of in that wave of thinking. Anyway, Blade's older sister, Storm, is also kind of trying to make it big in the music world. So she's trying to. She's not doing very well. She's trying to... So, she idolizes their father, but their father has some serious addiction problems. He's not the best at dad, and that really kind of frustrates Blade, especially kind of when Blade's dad makes his graduation explode and just like ruins his graduation. And it doesn't help that Blade's mother died several years ago, and she was the only one that he really felt connected to. So now he's feeling completely lost, and then like in this kind of lost space, he finds out another family secret that like completely rocks his world. And so he kind of just takes off, goes solo, and kind of explores the truth and kind of comes to terms with himself and his relation to his family. And that's kind of it. It is told in verse, like all of Alexander's novels.
Yes. Which is hard for me, because I always feel like books in verse don't completely... You have to kind of judge them differently than other books, because they don't have the same development. And I think that he really worked hard to create the world and the characters more than some other books in verse do.
I definitely agree. At first I was a little nervous that it was not kind of have that like pop, that interest factor. But once it really gets going, it does get going. I feel like I do know the characters. I feel like I know them pretty well. I mean, most novels in verse, I feel like I don't know the characters. I don't know who they are. But I think in this one, I do feel like I know them.
And there's every so often there are these like little musical references, like they talk about different songs. And I enjoyed it because I knew all the songs and I liked those songs. You said you weren't as familiar.
So I think I missed a few of them because I'm like, some of the obvious ones I got, yeah. I mean, but... I think there were some, like, one of the poem headings was When Doves Cry. So, like, I know that that's a music reference.
Right.
But there could have been other ones just in the random poem headings that I didn't get.
Well, like, every so often they literally, like, talk about a song. I did kind of wonder, like, one of those songs that they kind of highlight was it With or Without You? It was from Joshua Tree, which is one of my favorite all-time albums. But I was like, do the people who were aiming this book at listen to Joshua Tree?
So, and that was my other thing. I kind of feel like I'm going to go back to this book and read it slowly because I was trying to get it done so that we could film it.
Yeah, I read it in like a day.
But I feel like I need to spend more time with it. I feel like I need to take the time to listen to the songs before I read the poem, especially because the authors really kind of layer their thoughts about the song within the poem. So you really kind of have to know the song to know what they're talking about.
Right.
To fully get it. So I definitely think I need to kind of take my time with this book. So yeah, you could totally fly through this book, but I don't suggest you do it.
No.
You need to spend your time with it.
Exactly.
I wonder, it would be kind of cool if they ever recorded kind of Blade, because Blade writes songs throughout the book. I wonder if if they would ever record those songs. I think it would be interesting to listen to.
It would be interesting. I feel like this is one of those books that should come with a CD. It's like, and every so often it would come up and say, play track 2 or play track 3. And I think it would actually help. And you would have things like When Doves Cry or With or Without You or Jimi Hendrix playing the Star Spangled Banner. Because I feel like if you don't understand that or know those exact pieces of music, it does kind of get lost. And, like, he talks about, like, With or Without You, and he talks about why the song's important to him, and he's dead on what he's saying. But if you don't know the song, you're like, yeah.
Though, that last poem in there, I'm not going to get too into, like, what it is, how it relates to the book, but that last one gave me chills. Like, it was so good. It gave me the feels.
It is. Like, so the whole book. And I love the cover.
Yeah, I showed it a little bit earlier, but yeah, there's the cover.
I think the cover, and I think that cover is just going to totally grab people.
I can agree with that. I mean, yeah, it was good. It was really good. I mean, I really want to go back and spend more time with it.
So we should just rate it.
All right, let's rate this thing. Our rating scale goes from 5 unicorns all the way down to 2 unicorns, and if it wasn't all that great and it doesn't deserve a horn, it is a horse.
I'm giving it 4 unicorns. I liked the characters. I thought it was well developed. I think that they managed to put a lot of story in with not a lot of words.
I can agree with all of the points you just made, so I'm also going to give it 4 unicorns. But I'm also going to add to the fact that I think Kwame Alexander is now reaching, even though he's not the only one that wrote this book, I think that he's reaching out to a whole new not a whole new population, but kind of a new avenue.
I feel like
because he's really got that solid base with like those who are athletically minded.
Right.
I think this kind of reaches out to those who kind of have that music background. Not that those are the only people that are reading this book, but it reaches out kind of to those populations.
But I also think that he's looking at it, and he had a really core audience of, 4th, 5th graders who've grown up, and he's writing a story for them, and I appreciate that. Because this is definitely an older teen story.
Yes, definitely.
So that's where we are on Solo.
I really kind of wonder what the rating process was here. But
yes.
That's a question for another day.
I always wonder when I see 2 authors, like, how do they do that?
Right. Whose voice are you hearing when?
Right.
All right, so we're done. Now we're just musing. So I'll see you.
Bye.